Brought to you by CHM, a biblically based alternative to health insurance. Learn more at chministries.org/budget.
Hey, so long story short, my question is kind of, am I the financial abuser in my marriage, or is it actually my husband?
Whoa!
Okay.
Harsh words have been spoken.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Why are you the financial abuser, does he say?
Okay. So basically, my husband earns about $140,000 a year. He is also applying actively for positions and he has a good chance of getting a job that pays like $165 plus a 25% bonus every year. So roughly, $200,000 a year. He's in, software engineer basically. I, on the other hand, I make $50,000 a year at my job, and I do get a little bit of child support from my ex, but it's not consistent. I'm also in graduate school. I still have 2 or 3 years left. He claims that I'm the financial abuser because he says that I have more money in my bank account. The reason that I have more money in my bank account is because I actually sold my vehicle because it was going to cost more to.
Are y'all married?
We are. We have separate bank accounts. It's a whole thing.
Oh,
it is a
I
whole
think
thing.
we found the problem.
Yes. So we basically had separate bank accounts from the time we moved in together. That was his decision. I wanted joint, even before we got married. We were living together when we were engaged. But he insisted on having separate for the time being, and he claimed that, we would look into getting joint then.
Yeah, but now you're married.
How long have you been married now?
Yes. 2 years.
Okay. And
so you're an
what's the
abuser because you have more in savings?
Just more in general. So he claims that he has to use all of his income that he makes. He has about maybe $10,000 in savings, and in his checking, his checks are roughly $7,000 a month.
So he makes $200,000, you make $50,000, and he has to pay more of the bills, and that makes you the abuser?
Yes. Well, right now he's not making $200,000, but he has a potential.
I know.
Right now
He's going from 144 to
140.
165 plus a 20% bonus. I know the story. Okay.
So if you
Exactly.
transferred all of your money to his account now, he's the abuser because he has more than you?
No, I didn't transfer my money to his account.
I'm just,
there were
it's an
some
example.
betrayals.
I'm saying I don't understand how that's abusive to have more money in an account than someone else.
I agree. And he claims that he has to use all of his money basically to pay all the big bills. He went and got a very expensive car payment before we got married. I advised him not to do that. I told him he should get a used vehicle.
Okay,
And
all
save
right,
that
let's
money.
stop. The problem is that you guys have done this all wrong.
There's no abuse here. It's just stupidity.
And no, yeah.
I don't know. That's the only way to say it. No one's...
That was harsh, George.
I'm sorry, but...
Sell the pony.
You
Oh,
guys
my
are like
gosh.
Venmoing each other, going tit for tat and scoreboards, and you have more than me this month.
All right,
and
so,
Yeah.
okay, number one, this is not abuse by either one of you, and that is not a word you should use about your spouse.
Yeah.
Okay, unless there's some extreme emotional or physical harm being incurred. There's no, and there's not anything like that going on here.
if he
You
takes
guys
all
have
of your
simply-
paychecks and gives you an allowance, we would call that there's some financial abuse.
If he wouldn't let you buy food or something,
Mm-hmm.
then that would be abuse, okay? But that's not going on here. This is just an argument because you guys have two separate lives, and you can't decide with your roommate who needs to buy the mustard.
Right.
Yeah. And so if you cannot sit down in the next few weeks and have adult discussions about having a real marriage, which is a combined income where we change our names. We don't have his income and your income. We have our income. We don't have your savings or my savings or your car or my car or your debt or my debt. We have our problems and our opportunities and our savings and our income. And then you combine everything and you do a combined budget to go reach towards the goals that we both believe we want our future to look like, which would include paying off his stupid car or selling it. It would include working a plan to get out of debt and have an emergency savings. It would include having some money set aside to do some fun things with. It would include generosity. That these are decisions as a married couple that we are now making together because you are no longer roommates.
Mm-hmm.
If you cannot change your language and the spirit of this discussion to that kind of combination, that the two of us are going to join arms and it's us against the world and we are going to go win together, then you will need to sit down with a marriage counselor.
Right. And we are in marriage counseling now, but he's been actively plotting divorce with his mother, who does not like me.
Okay.
It's been a whole
Now
thing
we're
for
getting
years.
to it. Now we're getting to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's my
So there's no
concern, is
financial
that
abuse going on. We have marriage problems.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And we have mother-in-law problems.
Oh, yeah. She's
Okay.
determined from day one she did not like me. And
Okay.
she's made
Did he
it
tell you that
extremely difficult.
he's plotting divorce?
He's given me access to his phone. He told me I could go through it anytime I want because there was a past of porn addiction. So I found emails that were between his mother and he, where he was claiming that I am coercively controlling him, that I'm financially abusing him, and she was talking to him about how she's going to pay for his retainer for his lawyer.
Okay.
She even recommended a
listen,
lawyer that
if you guys don't have marriage counseling, both of you going to a good counselor to begin to work through this and carving his mother out of the discussion, you're not going to make it.
Right.
So all of the other stuff doesn't matter then.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Is that he claims that because we agreed to go no contact with his mom because of some things she'd been doing.
Yeah,
for the
and then
past
he
few years,
violated that, and he's
violated that
you know, you guys are not working together. He's developing a plan to leave. If that is not truncated, he's going to leave.
Right.
And the only
he
thing
claims that he only does that because he's upset.
No, it's not. It's not true. He's a child.
Mm-hmm.
He's being a little boy, and he ran to his mommy.
Yes. That's what I've been telling him,
Yeah.
and it makes me feel incredibly isolated. And so I'm kind of, I don't know.
If you do not
from
both
your
start
guys'
going to marriage counseling, the net result is you're not going to make it 6 months.
Right. We've been doing it on and off. We got a new one recently. I think she's good.
He's not going.
Yeah.
If you listen to me, if you two are not together in a marriage counselor's office soon and regularly, you're not going to make it 6 months, honey.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have a language to talk to each other right now.
Right.
All this is every time you look at him, it's a battle. Every time he looks at you, it's a battle. There's nobody working towards something. We're all working away from everything. All of your language has been that since you've been on the phone.
Separate accounts do not solve problems.
No.
They just conceal them. Joint accounts don't solve problems, but it does expose them. And that's a good thing. Gets to the root of the problem in the marriage.
And that's it. You know, the whole discussion started out as a separate account discussion, and turns out that wasn't the problem. It was masking the real problem. The real problem is mother-in-law. Well, that's never happened.
If I had a nickel.
That's never happened.
CHM isn't health insurance. It's a health cost-sharing ministry. Check it out for yourself at chministries.org/budget.